Hi, welcome to your 30-minute mini ball session. So for this, you're going to need a mini ball like this if you've got one, or a kid's beach ball would work quite well, as long as it's not too big. So ideally it wants to have a little bit of give in it, okay, not pumped up right up to the top, alright? And as with all exercise, listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, ease back off where you need to, or if you can remember a different exercise that feels better for you, feel free to do that instead. So we're going to make a start with a little bit of a warm-up and then get into it. So we're going to start with shoulders, just loosening everything off. Round those shoulders. Okay. And we're going to take this into a single arm opening. So we're going to open, let the top half go round, back into the middle, exhale round the other way. And again, breathing out, rotating. Okay, one more each way here, just trying to get the top half moving, hips staying to the front. Diagonal line upwards here. Opening up through the chest. Okay, so we're turning the head and neck to look where we're going. Getting a bit of movement around there as well. Okay, last one here. I'm going to take that ball behind and roll the shoulders back, keeping a little bit of connection in the middle. We're going to send the arms down and out behind. Okay, so we are here breathing out as we're going back. Now the movement might not be very big, and that's fine, as long as we're keeping a tall posture. So we're all about the posture. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring the ball to the side of the body. A little bit of a squeeze on the arm, shoulder back, and we're going to roll down and up. So we're breathing out as we're coming down, in as we're coming up. There'll be a little bit of connection between the arm and the muscles under the arm into the shoulder blade. Okay, let's go the other way. So we've got a little bit of a squeeze there, over and up. Just letting that body lengthen down the side. Okay, and we're going to bring that ball in the middle, so it's touching, and top half going round, breathing out into it. Into the middle, make sure those hips don't move. So it might not go as far as you feel like it ought to, but breathing into the movement really helps. So exhale as you're going round. Okay. One more. Hopefully feeling that you're going a little bit further now. And we're coming into a roll down. I'm going to tuck the chin, rounding over the back, coming down. Pop the ball on the floor and your right hand on the ball. Bend your right knee, left arm's going up to the ceiling. So it should be a bit of a stretch in that left leg and through the back. And let's go the other way. Exhale, right arm up to the ceiling. Okay, one more each way here. Breathing out as we lift the arm. And last one. And I'm going to just pop the ball in between the ankles, make sure it's not touching the floor, and roll back up through the body. Okay, so we've got feet hip width or ball width, and we're going to start with some squats. So sitting the weight back and down into the heels, concentrating on the muscles that we've got working here. So should be our thighs and our glutes. Okay, it might take a little bit of mental effort to switch those muscles on. Alright. Let's just go one more like this, and we're going to try and add a little calf raise. So spread your toes out, give them a nice big surface area. We're coming down and then squeezing the heels up off the floor and back down again. So the idea of the ball is that your ankles don't fall outwards, okay? They've got to stay going in a nice straight line, making sure that you don't release the ball. And that just makes the muscles around the lower leg work a little bit harder, rather than loading those ligaments and tendons around the ankle. Okay, last one like this, squeezing up to that calf raise, and we're going to just come back down, take one foot onto the ball. Okay, you want most of the pressure on the leg that you're standing on the floor. Okay, about 80% on this leg, about 20% on the ball. And we're going to come into a single leg squat again. Okay, the leg that's on the ball is going to wobble around a little bit. Your job is to keep an eye on the leg on the floor. Make sure that knee is going in a straight line. It's not falling inwards. Okay, really focus on squeezing those muscles in the thigh, the outer thigh, the glutes. Let's go two more on this side. Alright. Switching legs. So make sure your feet are equal, level. Okay? It doesn't work very well if they're forwards and back. And then focusing in on that leg on the floor. Making sure the thighs are working, the glutes are working. Last couple on this side. Breathing out on the way up. And then pop the ball back in the middle. We're going to go for a roll down again. So nice big stretch, rolling down through the body. When you get to the bottom, deep breath and rolling back up. Bring the ball with you and relax those shoulders. So we're going to come into a little bit more balance. So if you need to shuffle towards the wall just for a bit of support, that's fine. And we're going to start with a big stride back, so in this split stance. And I'm going to start with a lunge, so we're coming down. Make sure that front knee doesn't fall inwards. Okay, so just a couple of these, keeping an eye on that front leg. And we're going to add the arms coming up. This time then, we're coming down and over your front leg. So side bend over and back up. Adding in a little bit of balance here. Down, over, and then bring that knee up in front. So, same side, same leg, down, over, back knee comes up, and we go under, over, round the back, round the front. Okay, let's go again on that leg. Down, side bend, back knee comes up, we pass under, whoops, over, round the back, round the front. One more go on this side. Down, side bend, super strong with that front leg, power that back knee up, under, over, round the back, round the front. Fab, let's do the other leg. So we'll build it up like we just did on that side. So a couple of lunges, just keeping an eye on that front leg. And we're adding the arms coming up. And now we're coming down, side bend, and up. Adding in that balance next time. Down, side bend, back knee comes up, hold it still. Good. And then we're adding in those arms next time. So down, side bend, back knee comes up, underneath, round the top, round the back, round the front. And again, down, side bend, back knee comes up, underneath, round the top, round the back, round the front. One more go on this side. Down, side bend, back knee comes up, under, over, round the back, round the front. Fab. Okay, just loosen it off. Can get a little bit sore around those sort of lower legs as we're stabilising. And let's bring this down onto your back. So we're going to start with the ball in between your knees. Okay. So I'm just going to start with the arms out wide and the feet and knees over to one side. Okay, your top foot's going to have to come off the floor because you've got the ball there. Up and over the other way. Okay. One more each way here, just a nice little back release before we start into some spine curls. So from here then, got the ball tucked nicely in the knees, feet not too far away, hip width, peeling and pushing those hips up to spine curl and rolling back down. So we're breathing out as we're coming up, rolling down. Focusing on the glutes, on the hamstrings, and trying to get a nice bit of mobility through the back. Okay, from here then, we're going to add the arms. So hips go up, arms go over your head, roll your body down, back of rib cage, lower back, bum, arms come up and over. Okay, 2 more goes, really focusing on trying to get that rib cage and lower back to hit the floor first. So we're squeezing through the abs a little bit. And one last go, getting that mobility through the shoulders and the back. Okay, so we're going to take this into the glutes a little bit more now. So just make sure that ball's secure and we're coming up to the top of your movement. I'm going to squeeze the knees together and release. Big exhale, squeeze, in-breath release. As you're squeezing, try and push your hips upwards. Okay, and that will really engage those glutes. You're going to feel inner thigh, you're going to feel hamstrings, you're going to feel a little bit of lower back as well, okay, and possibly something going on in the thighs if they're a little bit tight, okay. Let's keep working here, let's go for another 3, and 2, and 1, and relax back down, just draw the knees into the chest a second, and we're going to go with one more set of 8 of those. So, feet on the floor, not too far away, hips coming up, squeezing those knees and release. Exhale, squeeze, in-breath, release. Put all your attention in those muscles and try and double check that both sides are working equally. Okay. Last couple here. And last one. Hopefully got those glutes working a little bit now. Just hook those knees up to your chest again. And we're going to take this into a single leg situation. So we're going to pop the ball underneath one foot like we had in the standing section. The other leg's on the floor. Okay, relaxed with the arms, so I'm not holding on for dear life, just nice and relaxed. I'm going to focus on the leg on the floor, pushing those hips up. I've got 4 like this, and then we're going to add something else with the one on the ball. So like we had standing up, most of the pressure is on the leg on the floor. The one on the ball is about 20%, okay? So at the top of the movement now, we're going to add a little knee drop. So hips go up. The one on the ball comes out to the side and up, and then the hips go back down. So hips go up, the knee comes out and in, hips go down. The whole time we're trying to keep the hips level. Okay, so if you want to have your hands on your hip bones, that can help, just to give you feedback of what's happening around the pelvis. Alright, adding in. We're going to lengthen that leg away now. So the one on the ball is going to extend away and back in and down. Okay, we've got 3 more like that. Hips come up, roll away and in and down. 2 more, keeping those hips level. Okay, so the leg that's on the floor might be feeling this now. Alright, relax it down there, hug the knees, and let's switch sides. So we've got to build it up like we did on the other side. So hips level, strong with the leg on the floor, coming up and down. Just get your focus on the new sort of side that's working. Ooh, let's go 2 more like this. Okay, 1 more. Adding in that knee drop. So hips go up, leg on the ball, goes out and in and back down. Let's go 3 more. Make sure the leg on the floor doesn't move at all, okay? It might be tempted. Alright, 1 more here. And I'm going to add in that leg slide. So we're going to come up with the hips, roll that leg away and in and down. Okay, 3 more here. And 2. And 1 last one. Relaxing down, hook those knees. Oh, it might feel like we need a little stretch up the back of those legs. So I'm just going to take hands behind one leg and just gently draw it towards your face or towards your chest. Breathe into it. Okay, if you struggle to sort of reach behind your leg, a towel can work over your foot if you want to use that option. Okay. And we're going to switch legs. Okay. So we're going to move into some abs next. And I'm going to start just with both feet on the floor. One hand behind your head, one hand on your belly. A big deep breath in and a big strong exhale out. And just do a couple of breaths, focusing on the in-breath, let the belly lift. On the exhale, connecting through that midsection. Imagine you're forcing the air out from below your belly button. On your next one, on your next exhale, head and shoulders are coming up. And we're just going to work for 8 of these. Just getting a little bit of awareness in the abs before we start with the pumped up ball again. So we're trying to maintain our neutral spine and trying to maintain that connection through the middle as we're coming up. All right, last few. Doesn't matter how far you're going, as long as the mind to muscle connection is there. Last one here, and hug your knees up for a second. Take your pumped up ball and pop it underneath your pelvis. Okay, so it's under your bum rather than your lower back. All right, we don't want it under the lower back. That wouldn't be good. And just relax with the arms. Okay, again, we're not holding on, so it can help if you've got your palms upwards. It just takes the tension out of the arms a little bit. Okay, and we're going to go for a big exhale, bringing both knees up to 90 degrees. I'm going to start just by cycling the legs. So the bigger your cycle, the harder it is. Just watch out for any cupboards or ornaments. All right. If you're feeling really confident, you can try and cycle with your arms in the air. Okay, this will also be working the thighs, and it's quite nice to get the knees moving without any pressure on them. So if you struggle with your knees, this sort of movement can help, okay, without the loading. Okay, let's try and go backwards. Okay, if you need to have your hands down, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so hopefully starting to feel a bit of something going on around the midsection and the legs there. And we're just going to relax, draw the knees in, or if you prefer, soles of the feet together, knees falling outwards, squash frog stretch if you like that one. And we're going to take this into some more of those. So we're going to start with a single leg extension there and back in. So it's a big exhale as we extend. Again, you can have your arms on the floor, you can have them in the air if you're feeling really confident. You could maybe have an elbow on the floor. That's sort of a halfway point. So just keep an eye that the knees don't end up too close to your face. Okay, ideally, if you can just touch the heel of your hand to your knees, that's probably about right. Okay, it's unfortunate if you've got long arms. Okay, you're going to find that a bit harder, but it's somewhere in that region. Okay, we're going to just have a small breather and we're going to build on that. So again, squashed frog stretch or knees to your chest, whichever you prefer. So here then, I'm going to just spin around so you can see me from a different angle. I'm going to go crisscross under the other leg. Straight line. tap to the side. And let's go with the other leg, crisscross under, straight line, tap to the side. Okay, let's keep that going. Crisscross under, straight line, tap to the side. Under, straight line, tap to the side. If you feel you can, take your arms off the floor. Okay, this is a bit tricky because you've got things going in different directions. It takes a lot more stability. Crisscross under, straight line, tap to the side. Okay, one more each way. Here we go. Crisscross under, straight line, tap to the side. Last one. Under, straight line, tap to the side. And then draw the knees in. Have a small breather. Okay. Final one that we're going to do with the ball in that position. I'm going to start again with the knees back in 90 degrees. I'm going to extend one leg to 45 degrees. The other leg is going to tap for 8. Breathing out as we tap, in as we come up. 7. The lower you go with the leg that's staying still, the harder this is. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it over. Extend the leg to 45 degrees. Tap. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees up. Have a little breather. Let's make that a little bit harder, okay? One more set of 8 each way. So 45 degrees with one leg. The other leg is extending and back. Extending and back. Okay, keep the attention on the tummy muscles. Make sure we're not losing that connection as things get harder. Okay, if it is getting a bit much, pop the foot down or bring it back to 90 degrees. Okay, last one. Draw the knees in, switch sides. Extend one leg, 45 degrees, the other one. Extend and in. Exhale, extend. Exhale, connect as we extend. 4 from here. 3, 2, 1. Knees come in, have a small rest. Or squash frog if you prefer. Okay, I'm just going to finish off then with some seated exercises. So I'm going to take that ball out of the way for a second, hook the knees, and we're coming up to seated with the ball behind you. Okay, so sitting up tall, you've got the ball wedged in there so it can't go anywhere. And I'm going to start with the shoulders back, coming into your half roll back. Just use this little bit of time to get the attention in that midsection. So we're breathing out as we go back, connecting as we go back. Okay. Let's add in a single arm going up. Okay, so breathing out as we're lifting the arm. It might shake, it might not. All right, one more each way from here. Bring this into a small breather And I'm going to try and add in the leg, so it's a little bit more tension on the lower abs. So we're going to go opposite arm to leg. Okay, breathing out. If you prefer, you can slide that leg and leave it on the floor. Okay, that takes a bit of tension off. 4 more like this. 2. And last one. Okay, final effort, final lot of 8. And we're going to add a little bit of side to side on that. So coming here, swing the arm and the leg and swap. Okay, keep an eye on the other leg, make sure it doesn't move. Okay, the other tempting thing is to move your body a lot. Okay, try not to do that either. Okay, very difficult unless you've got a mirror. 4 more like this. Okay, you don't need to go far back as long as you've still got that connection in the middle. 2 from here. Here we go. Last one. And just resting there. Okay, so let's just finish off with a couple of stretches. And if you feel you need more ab work, look out for my 15-minute ab session on YouTube. Or if you feel you need more stretches, look out for the 30-minute mobility session. But for now, we're just going to finish off with a couple of key ones. So the first one I'm going to do is come round onto your front and start into some cobra stretches. So we've got hands at side and we're going to peel up through the body as far as you feel like you can go and rolling back down. Okay, as long as those shoulders are relaxed, it doesn't matter how far you're going. We're just counteracting some of that flexion work with a nice bit of extension. One last one here. And I'm going to come up onto hands and knees and just rounding up to your cat stretch. And I'm going to go with a big stride forward now. So if you need a cushion under your back knee, that's fine. But let's just stretch through the front of your back leg. So whenever we're working out abs, it's very difficult to completely isolate them. Your hip flexors are probably going to be involved somewhere along the line. So it's good to give them a stretch. Take those arms up if you want to make it a bit stronger. And let's go the other way. Big stride forwards, lengthening through that back leg. And arms up if you want to make it a bit more. I'm just going to bring it back into hands and knees. And one last cat stretch. Tuck those toes underneath. We're going to go upside down to your calf stretch. So that your heels just pedal one at a time towards the floor. And from there, walk your hands back towards your feet, rolling up through your body. Relaxing your shoulders at the top. Hands are going to go behind your head. Scrunch and drop. Open, release. One over, one under. Up and over. Nice big stretch. Bend your knees and swing. 3, 2, 1. Stretching up, stretching wide. And we are there, well done.